Sometimes it can be hard when you have no one to talk to. Growing up without a comforting sibling or a friend, even I felt conscious. I felt as if a safe space was not created for me. I could not share my thoughts. I could not get genuine advice from people. But no worries, because I am here for you. So, here are six advices I'd give to you if I was your bigger sister. I would also be making a part 2, and I would be posting that very soon, so stay tuned. So share your issues with me in the comment and I'll try my best to help you. So here we go with the advices. Number 1, prioritize self-improvement over seeking validation from others. Some people are so self-conscious that they think others know better than what they know. But that's not true. You always have the best answers deep in heart. You always think that you have to get others' opinion on something you do, but that is not true. You seek validation from others about what you do, what you think, or what you want to become. But I think you should prioritize self improvement. Self You should be aware of what you're doing, and you should try to find answers in deep in your heart. Yes, asking for advice or asking for help, asking about people's opinion is not wrong. But you should, at the end of the day, you should always believe what you truly believe in your heart. You should always take answers from yourself. You should decide what you get to do. And you should constantly improve yourself. You should pay attention to personal development and self improvement, because that is what will make you and your life better and easy. Some people are also insecure, and they think that their opinions are always wrong, or their opinions would suck and other people would have better opinions than them. So I think you should totally banish this insecurity, and you should totally have trust in yourself and do what you believe is the best. At the end of the day, you are the best answer to yourself, and you are the best advice that you could give yourself. You are a answer bank to all your questions. So seek self improvement in your inside you. Number 2, not everyone thinks the same way that you do. So stop trying to justify your every single opinion to others. It will only waste your time. It is not causing you any benefit. Maybe whenever you are in an argument, you might be trying to prove your point to others, but all I can say is that you're wasting your time doing so. Not everyone thinks the same way that you do. Everyone has different thought processes, and what you may think is right, it may seem wrong to the other person, or what the other person thinks is right, it may seem wrong to you. So in the end, there's no point in clearly justifying to someone who just doesn't listen to you. I've seen this very often in arguments. People just, keep trying to justify their points, but it does not help anyone, because the person that's in front of you, that will keep trying to tell you that it's wrong. Not everyone thinks the same way that you do. So stop trying to make your point in arguments or in just general life. And if people discard your opinion, don't get upset over it, because they think that it is not a good option. You may think that, but they may not. But you should just accept the fact and just move on, thinking that everyone is not the same. Third, this is my favorite: fake it till you make it. Whenever I used to say big things and used to, dream big, someone or the other always used to cut my wings and just tell me that saying such big things, or dreaming about such huge things that you don't know you can achieve, is wrong, and it is just not humbling. And all those years I thought it was true. But then I realized, if I'm talking about becoming big, I'm talking about becoming wealthy, I'm talking about having a happy life, then I'm actually creating it in my mind. I'm creating that situation in my mind, and whatever I'm creating in my mind, I'm creating that in the parallel universe where everything that you think exists. I faked a lot of it. I faked it. I used to think all day and I used to visualize that yes, I have such a huge home. I was faking it. I knew in my mind that I was faking it. But I was in the moment. I was totally drowned in that moment, that the thought of my dream being big and me maybe not able to achieve it, I just didn't think all of that, because I was so deep in that moment. I used to fake a lot of things. I used to tell my friends that, I have got this thing, I finally, bought this, and you won't actually believe it, but after few months, I actually used to get those things. I don't know how it did that. I don't know how it worked, but it did. I faked it, and I made it. So please, when someone ever tries to bring you down about dreaming big, just remember that if you talk big, you think big, you actually become big. What you think, you attract. So be straightforward, and just tell them that if I fake it, I'm gonna make it somehow. I don't know how, but it will happen, because I'm. It is meant to happen. Number four, know your worth. Some people just think that they don't deserve a certain thing, and I think that is so, like, those type of peoples are so down in self confidence, because you should believe that you deserve every good thing that the world has to offer. You should start knowing your worth. If you do not know what you actually desire and that you actually deserve it, how do you expect to get what you need? How do you expect to live a good life when you don't think that you deserve it? You should never bring down your price for no matter what situation. Have you ever seen Chanel or a big brand like Prada or Lamborghini going on a sale? Have you ever seen them going on a sale? They never go on a sale because they know their worth. They know that people will buy it because they deserve that price through their marketing strategy or through whatever. They know their price. They know that if you want us, you're gonna have to pay that price. They know what they're worth. They know what they deserve. They deserve that price, and they're definitely gonna get it. When you understand your goals, you're able to achieve your dreams and your goals. You know what deserves your attention, and you know what doesn't deserve your attention. You know how to spend your time and how to spend it, because you value your time, you value yourself. And when you value your time, you value yourself, you know your worth, you know what you deserve. You stop wasting time in useless things and things which will seriously not matter to you in a few years. So you just skip them. That is how much power understanding your worth has. So I would highly recommend you that start knowing your worth, start acknowledging your accomplishments, start surrounding yourself with positive people, start start making a plan on what actually deserves your time and what doesn't. Uh, Take out all toxicity out of your life. This is how you're gonna get to actually know your worth. Number 5, stop feeling guilty. Guilt brings down self confidence, and it stands a pretty low position on the emotional scale. People who say sorry in every single minute and just think that everything is their fault, everything happens because of them, they have such a low self confidence, and they feel so much of guilt that one day it just burdens so much on them, and their whole life they start living in toxicity and negative sort of environment. Avoid over apologizing, because in the end guilt is just a huge burden that you will have to carry it through your whole life. It may be like a small amount of guilt or a huge amount of guilt, but it will be a burden on you. Being guilty is just a form of self judgment, and you should not judge anyone, let alone judge yourself. Self judgment can lead to huge problems in your sense of security. If you want a way on how to you can overcome self guilt, then you should probably, at the end of the day, you should take a piece of paper. You should write about all the things that you've ever been guilty about, or it can also be things that you've been guilty about in the whole day. You can write it down, like, for example, I feel guilty that I didn't get to spend much time with my family, or I feel guilty that I wasn't able to complete my work on time. So you can make a list, and then you can just burn that piece of paper, and you will feel a sense of relief. This is such a common method to overcome any negative, aspect of your mental health. Just write it down on a paper, write your negative thoughts on a paper and whatever you're feeling guilty about, and burn it. It will gives you such a relief. Number 6 and last, stop being a people pleaser. You cannot please everyone, let alone a single person. You were not sent on this life to please people, you were meant to please yourself. I've seen some people, some are so high in confidence, they value themselves, and some people, they just think about others and they think how others will benefit before them. And this is honestly, again, a thing that will bring down your self confidence. And confidence is very important in life. I think I've told that many times now. If you prioritize others' need before your own, please stop doing that. It is ruining you. It is ruining your priority list. You're simply wasting your time doing so. So obviously, just stop making others feel special and making others feel like you're their servant. Embrace saying no when you need to say no, and prioritize yourself. Prioritize your needs before others. Embrace your time, embrace your value. I hope you got all these points, and I hope you take all these advices and work on them, because they will definitely help you in the longer run. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.